All right, we have our first lockout. This fullback wants nothing to do with Idaho Dubs Senior. Man, I don't know. We just didn't show him enough love, I guess. Bama's number one in the country. Stanford and Oregon are the two Pac-12 teams in the top 10. We moved up to 16 from 18 last week with that win over San Diego State. And we've got 17 recruits scheduled for a visit. However, we are not the top team on a lot of these recruits board. So we're going to need to keep on winning in order to put together a solid recruiting class. What's up, ladies and gents? This is Idaho Dub with another NCAA Dynasty video. We are at home this week taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. Go Buck-a-Fuffalo. Hey man, that's the only Buffalo humor I have. We are coming off that win against San Diego State, still undefeated, up to 16th in the country. And in my last Road to Glory video, a lot of people were asking me about the Beavers. But before we get into the Beavers, I got to shout out my Lady Thorns, the Portland Thorns, the women's soccer team. Wins the NWSL, National Women's Soccer League Championship, the inaugural one. And it could be the last one. I don't really care about soccer, but I do care about Alex Morgan. And she plays on the Portland team. So if you're a big soccer fan, you know what I'm talking about. Shout out to the Lady Thorns. Sorry, that's been big news in Portland here. Ooh, Teron Ward with a nice run. Ooh, is he going to house it? Is he going to house it? No, he's not. All right, let's talk about the Beavers, man. That game against Eastern Washington. First of all, Eastern Washington is in the Big Sky. And a lot of you know I went to Portland State, and they're in the Big Sky. So I know Eastern Washington's had a good team the last few years. So they're not that bad, but they are still an FCS team, and Oregon State should have won that. There were no turnovers in that game. Mannion played well. Cooks had 196 yards and 2 TDs, I think. So everybody put up great stats. There's no turnovers. The defense just could not stop anybody. Nobody. There was I think each team had over 30 first downs or something, and there's so many plays ran. It's just crazy. It was just a shootout. And at the end of the game, Oregon State had less points. And when you have less points, you lose. So the defense, I don't even know really why the defense struggled. They lost Poyer last year, but they returned a ton of people on defense. Crichton, Doctor, Rosa. They've got a solid D. So I don't really know what happened, but they better get oh man, what are you doing? See? Manny doesn't throw picks, man. He hasn't thrown any yet this year. So, but they got to get their stuff together before Hawaii, because if Hawaii's not a bad opponent. They played USC pretty tough for the first 2 quarters. So hopefully they get their act together. But man, it's all on the defense. The offense looked good. 0 turnovers in the game. You got to be kidding me. That's crazy. And they were on the field a lot. Both teams ran a lot of plays, and there were no turnovers. So that was crazy, man. It's on the defense. It's on the defense. The O played well. So we'll see what happens with Hawaii this week. They need to win, though, because they have Hawaii and then San Diego State. And both those opponents, they're not bad. Eastern Washington isn't a great team, and Hawaii and them are probably equivalent. Storm Woods runs one off. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping for a W this weekend. If they lose, it's game over. Yeah, it's going to be a real long season, but their offense looked good, so that's promising. How about Johnny Manziel, huh? How about that guy? It's so hard to like that guy. I supported him when people were grilling him for partying. I talked about it in one of the videos. I supported him. I was like, look, he's just being a normal college kid. And then the whole signing autographs, which I was like, I'm kind of on the fence about, because I don't, the schools rake in tons of money for their football players, and so I didn't really care too much that he was taking some money for signing some autographs. But when he scores a touchdown and does the whole, rubbing his fingers together like he's getting money, getting that paper, I don't know. It's hard to like him, man. He makes it really difficult to like when he's being just cocky like that. So, Johnny Manziel, dude. Why don't you just cool down, let the heat get off you a little bit? Because if you keep acting like that on the field, there's no way you're going to win the Heisman, and people are not going to like you, and it might hurt your draft stock when you just do decide to go pro. That's my 2 cents. That's my Manziel rant for the week. Let's see what he does this weekend. Oh, man. Fantasy football started up last night. Peyton Manning. I just so happen to be going against him in one of my leagues, the league I've been in for several years, and he decided to have a freaking career night. Nothing like doing that against me opening night. The person I played against is a female, and she also had Wes Welker, so I'm down a cool like 60-something. I think actually I had Denver's D, so I think I'm down like 54, maybe 64. I don't know. It's not looking promising headed into the weekend. Her projection like went up like 30 points after last night's game. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Cowboys Giants Sunday night. Eagles Redskins Monday night. I mean, that's getting the NFC East battle started off week 1. It's crazy. It's going to be fun, man. I'm amped up. I love college football, but I like the NFL better. I know a lot of people go the other way. They think college is better, but I'm a huge Cowboys fan, so, you know, I don't know. I love it. I like it more. I like it mo better. Oh, and then there's a lot of great sports coming up, man. We got NFL's back. College football's back. We're approaching the playoffs. I'm not a huge baseball guy, but during the playoff time, I like to watch it. And then next weekend, we got the Mayweather-Canelo fight. And I'm a Money May fan. I like Money May, but this Canelo guy's a beast. He's younger, and I don't know. He might be the guy to knock off Mayweather. But no, like there is no better trash talker in the world than Floyd Mayweather. I can't think of anybody better than him. Like nobody. I don't know if you guys saw it, but they were like in Mexico City or something, and De La Hoya brought out Canelo and said he's like the pride of Mexico or something, and said he's like the best boxer in the land. And Mayweather tells De La Hoya, I knocked you out and I knocked out all the other kids you put out there in the ring with me since then, so how am I not the best in the land or something? Oh, man, dude. Floyd Mayweather. Just the best trash talker in the biz. Nobody better. Nobody better than him. All right. Starting the third quarter. Up 21-10. Storm Woods. Nice little run there. Handoff again. Pounding that rock. All right, Mannion. Play action. Dropping back. Looking deep. Oh, Brandon Cook. Dude, he's going to have a big year, I think. 196 yards in last week's game. That's just a monster day. Connor Hamill looked good too. I think he had like 85 yards. Both of them looked good, man. Oh, Mannion almost throws a pick. And I thought somebody left a comment saying that Cody Vaz was going to start, but Mannion played the whole game. So whoever left that comment, I don't know where you're getting your information from, but it was wrong. Brandon Cooks, even beasting in a video game. Touchdown. Put it on the board. 27-10. Whew. 28-10 now. All right, D-up, boys. One more stop here, and then we can pretty much wrap this game up. All right, handoff. Who's this Powell guy? I don't know how Colorado... did Colorado play last weekend? I don't even know if they played. The Pac-12 looks good, though. I mean, besides the Oregon State loss, I guess Cal lost to Northwestern. Some big upsets, but, I mean, Washington looked real good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Boise State's as good as they have been in years past, but I did not expect Washington to lay down the law like they did. I mean, around here there's a lot of people that went to Washington also. So Washington's a pretty popular school in Portland as well. So there's a lot of excitement in the Northwest right now, man. Oregon's obviously playing like Oregon. They played Nicholls State, so you know that's not a real test. But you know, Oregon looked good. There was a lot of hopes for Oregon State, so we'll have to see. I mean, it's not all over yet for Oregon State. If you're going to lose to an FCS school, Eastern Washington's not a bad school to choose because I think they're ranked. I think they're like in the top 5 for FCS schools. Look at the last 5 series. Touchdown, 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 interception, touchdown. Just one little blemish on that. All right, hand off to Storm Woods to the right. Little 3-yard pickup. At the end of 3, 28-17. We get one more score. I think that's gonna wrap it all up for us. All right, Mannion drops back, scanning the field. Brandon Cooks. He's gone. He's gone. He gone. Nobody gonna catch him. Happy, happy, happy. Touchdown, Brandon Cooks. Woo! How many yards does he have now? Mannion's got 219. Brandon Cooks had to have a lot. Had to have several of those. All right. Well, that's pretty much going to do it, but I wanted to show you some highlights from the rest of the game. Look at that pick. There's actually a pick right before that, but it got overturned. Look at that pick. 2 feet. That would have been good in the NFL. Nice grab. All right. Mannion dropping back, scanning the field. I just wanted to show you some Mannion highlights. Look at the wheels on this guy. Look at the wheels. And that's going to do it, man. Pretty solid day. Storm Woods had, look at that. It was up there for a brief second. 202 yards. He had 202 of Mannion's 219 yards passing. You've got to be kidding me. Brandon Cooks beasting in real life and beasting in the video game. Just a solid day. Storm Woods over 100 yards. It was just all around. Killing it, man. Just killing it. Wait, was he over 100 yards? I didn't even look at those. I don't know. 35-17 is the final score. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.